Lawrence, why do you wear that dirty, ugly, nasty old hat? Well, because it's my favorite hat. Don't judge me. What up guys, I'm Lawrence and I'm with Mix Entertainment, and on this channel we bring you a wide variety of things including gaming, movie, and tech reviews, with a few random things thrown in here and there, so if you're new here, consider subscribing. Today we're going to be talking about the Volcano Shadow Special Edition Xbox controller. So we bought this controller a few months back actually, and the reason why we picked it up in the first place was we just needed a second controller to play with the Xbox One. We had a bunch of two-player games that we were using on there, like Injustice, Call of Duty, things like that, and we had games that required two players, so we decided to go ahead and pick this up. Now what makes this controller so special, and the biggest differences from a normal Xbox controller, are a few things. Obviously the design obviously looks a lot different than your typical Xbox controller. This one comes in a special edition design. You can just see here with the red gradient fading all the way up here to black. All the buttons here are red, as well as in the middle here it does show the colors, so in case you wanted the actual colors of the buttons you can see it there, but everything else is pretty much the same on here. Out of the box it does come with your standard just normal battery pack, so you just have to put normal batteries in there. It's not rechargeable out of the box or anything like that. It does come with just normal batteries. And again, going back to the differences between this controller and what makes it so special is, one thing, it has a textured grip. So if you look right here on the back of the controller, and you can actually feel it when you actually hold the controller in your hands, it has a textured grip, and that's just to give you better grip on the controller for when you're playing for long periods of time. I know when I play for long periods of time, my hands kind of get really sweaty, and this controller is really comfortable to hold and play with for a long time, because with that textured grip I just feel like I have a lot better hold of it. A few other differences are, it does have better range, so obviously it's a wireless controller, most controllers are nowadays. This one does have better range compared to the original Xbox controller, so we haven't really done too much testing with the range. To be honest, we haven't really had any issues with that, because we tend to play pretty close to our consoles when we're playing. I know, especially when I'm playing like first-person shooter games or anything like that, my setup is just, I'm right up on the screen, so I can see it a lot better, almost like a PC setup. But if you're planning on just kicking back with some friends and maybe playing some 2K or another sports game that doesn't require you to be right up on the screen, if you were to sit back on the couch, you would experience no connectivity issues with this controller. Another thing is its Bluetooth technology. So this one actually has a little bit more functionality when it comes to Bluetooth connectivity. So this one can actually be used on Windows 10 with a PC, as well as we did a little bit of testing out. You can actually connect this to your phone. You can connect it to your mobile phone and just kind of scroll through and look at your different apps and everything like that. And honestly, I believe it can be used for any kind of like a mobile game. So I know there's a lot of those first-person shooter mobile games out there to where it's kind of hard to use the touchscreen on the phone. You could actually connect this to your phone and you may be able to play the majority of those games out there. We'll have to do a little bit more testing to get you some confirmation on that. Alright guys, so let's move on to the pros and cons. This is what a lot of people kind of come to the reviews for, to kind of see whether this is worth the money or not. So we're going to start with the pros. So pros, I would say with this, we kind of went over a lot of them, just talking about the features that the controller does offer and the differences of this controller versus a normal Xbox controller that you would get with the console. So again, pros would be obviously the textured grip. It does offer a lot better grip when actually playing. I would say the range would definitely be a pro, especially if you're somebody who just kind of kicks back gaming and you like to sit on the couch rather than being right up on the screen. That's a definite pro. The Bluetooth connectivity, I would say, is definitely a pro as well. Again, going back to all the features there, I would say that's something that, because it makes the controller more versatile, right? You're able to use it on more devices rather than just your Xbox, which is always awesome. I mean, I've dabbled a little bit in PC gaming, and I still prefer to have a controller as of right now. I know a lot of people are going to roast me down in the comments, be like, keyboard and mouse is everything. Me personally, I like to have a controller, so if I were to get into some kind of PC-only games, it'd be awesome to kind of have a controller and to use this, especially one that you're already used to using, like an Xbox one. Cons, I would say the only thing that we've had an issue with so far on this controller is the 3.5mm jack here at the bottom. This actually did stop working on this particular controller for us. We did test the headset on another controller to make sure it wasn't the headset that was the issue, but for whatever reason, this jack does not work on the controller anymore. Yeah, so it seems like this jack just kind of maybe got fried somehow. I'm not sure exactly what is wrong with it, but whenever we plug any headset into there, we've also tried multiple headsets, we can't hear any audio and there's no mic. It doesn't work at all. So we've actually been able to get around this though on this controller by using this little thing. So this little thing here is a Turtle Beach Ear Force headset controller. So basically it came with one of the Turtle Beach headsets that we had in the past, and you just would use it by connecting this connection here. I'm not sure what that's called, maybe somebody can tell me in the comments. But you just connect that right here into the bottom of the controller, just like that. And it's a little extra thing to have on the bottom of your controller, but you can't really notice it. But when we do connect that, and then this also has another 3.5mm jack on the bottom right here, we seem to be able to bypass that whole problem of that port. Because the way that this plugs in, you don't have to worry about using this port at all. It just goes through this other port on the bottom here. And again, I wish I knew what it was called, guys, so someone please tell me what it's called in the comments. Alrighty guys, well that's been our review. If you did find it helpful, please leave it a thumbs up. That always helps us out here on the channel. If you disagreed with anything I said, or if we left anything out, please leave that in the comments below, again, just to help everybody out. But this has been Lawrence. Thanks for watching Mixed Entertainment, and I'll see you guys next time.
Hey guys, click here for our previous video, and click right here if you want to subscribe, and there's another video right here. Go check it out.